Good morning, everybody. How are you? It is 8:02. I apologize. I was a couple seconds late. I was getting the science of it posted on wesh.com and lost my timing. But here we are, and here we are together. I hope you're having a great start to your Sunday morning. It's a little cloudy outside. This is a shot from our Daytona Beach tower cam, kind of showing some of that fog, some of that haze, that sort of thing. Let's head over to New Smyrna Beach. It's not much better here. Remember, though, these are up on tall buildings, so like the perspective may be a little misleading, right? Like we're looking down. It may be completely clear at the surface, but overall, when you look at the distance there, there's definitely that cloud cover. Let's get a little lower and look up. This is the vehicle assembly building. Actually, no, it's pointed the other direction now. This is a look over at the Kennedy Space Center, looking over to the Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. You can see the clouds over top of us. Let's head inland a little bit, see what's doing. The Orlando International Airport tower cam, not looking at the tower itself, but rather some of the hotels there. You kind of see a plane there on the ground roll there, doing the takeoff. Boom, right into the cloud. You see that? Quickly disappeared. All right, let's head to downtown Orlando, see what's doing. Yep, the cloud cover. Let's head to our Wesh 2 Studios tower cam. Yeah, wow, it's almost like you're watching the clouds getting lower and lower and lower. Tavares, good morning. Checking in with you. A little bit of cloud cover there. And last but not least, we'll head over to the tourist district. Definitely some clouds in the distance. Oh, I forgot Ocala. I always forget that you're back with us. So anyway, there you go. It is a cloudy start to the day, but at least in terms of the weather, we're not looking at like any kind of rainfall, thankfully. Our first warning live Doppler radar showing showers off the shoreline, but they're behaving for now. Kind of see it moving away. Now, if you live in Vero Beach or are going to be heading that direction, there's a little bit of rainfall nearby. That's about it. Temperatures out the door, 60s for our northern spots, 70s through the metro. And through the day today, a mostly cloudy sky, high temperatures in the lower 80s. So not too bad, not too bad. How are things by you? Debbie, good morning to you. Emmy, Anna, good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh my gosh, I have to pretend I'm awake. I know I'm not the only one fighting the fight. Hold on. I can't read your comments if I can't see. Oh, man. When I hit 40, I feel like my body's going to tell me something. Okay. Let's see here. Beverly, good morning. Fran Hayes, good morning to you. Good morning, good morning. Debbie, good morning to you. That cloud cover's crazy, Cindy says. Yeah, right? Important to note, though, there's more bark than bite. It's not going to be as wet as yesterday was. I think we'll see a few showers, but it's going to be cloudy and not wet. Then that forecast changes around just a little bit. So for today, let's just kind of look at the surface map, okay? So you've got the cloud cover over top of us. Give me a second to dial this up. All right, so you've got the cloud cover over top of us. Here's a look at the satellite and radar. But out near Texas, there's that little storm system that's already kind of firing up, okay? All this cloud cover streaming over top of us. By tomorrow, something interesting happens, okay? By tomorrow, the front that was over us yesterday bringing the showers kind of sneaks back into town, and it's going to bring us a few showers. Then, looking ahead to Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday, we start to watch that storm system in the Gulf of Mexico gear up. And as it does so, it's going to start to bring showers, even thunder showers, into central Florida. So our rain coverage these next couple of days absolutely goes up. 60% on Wednesday, a 70% coverage of showers and thunder showers come Thursday. So there you go. Yeah, UConn, if I didn't stay up so late at football, I know. I'll get there. I'll get back to sleep. I may nap at some point today. It was so much fun, man. Like, I got soaked. It was a soggy mess. Soggy mess. But it was a heck of a time at the football game, so I wouldn't trade it. And we stayed. UConn says 40 wasn't bad. At 46, I really feel like the body is aging. I'm starting to feel it. I'm blessed beyond measure, but I'm starting to feel it. That's all. Yeah, Campeche. Oh, man. I feel better just taking a sip of that coffee. Yeah. It rained really bad last night in Lakeland, Nicole says. Oh, yeah. And those rain chances are definitely going up. As a matter of fact, take a look. I want to show you the different computer model forecasts on how much rain we could be looking at this week. So let's start with the GFS. I'm going to roll it right through Friday. Monday through the work week, okay? Just watch how, like, boom goes the dynamite. It's showing some spots an inch, some spots 8 inches. Now, I wouldn't say if you live in Daytona Beach, prepare the ark. I would just rather say the model is showing that there will be some areas that could get some pretty decent rains these next couple of days. 8 inches? I don't know that I go that far, but okay, we'll play along. Here's the European computer forecast model. We'll look ahead. I think the European's a little bit more realistic. An inch of rain. Some areas like 2 inches of rain, So, again, just look at it as guidance, not gospel. That goes for every facet of a computer forecast model. But either way, a little bit of rain does a body good. We need the rainfall after all, right? So if you're heading out to the theme parks today, not much in the way of rain. They are just going to be plenty of cloud cover. Universal Studios, for example, looking pretty good. Keeping with cloudy skies over top of us. If you're heading out to Tampa Bay, today, Raymond James Stadium, 1 p.m. kickoff, welcoming the Titans to town. Should be a really fun football game to watch. Forecast is going to be getting a little warm over there, but, all in all, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Joanne says, congratulations to UCF. Oh, 100%. Man, that was one of those games where we couldn't leave. There were people that left early, and certainly, everybody has their reasons, and I'm not going to dog them. I know that the UCF fans on some of the Facebook pages just rip them apart, and, but there was a vibe. There was a vibe that I have missed this season, and I think we, yeah. I missed it this season, and we had it yesterday, and I couldn't leave. I loved the vibe. If you had a Dave Was Right umbrella from the 1980s, you wouldn't be wet. I wish I still had mine. He gave them to the weather watchers. I never had a Dave Was Right umbrella. I do have a first warning weather umbrella that I left home. I have 4 ponchos for me and the kids that I also left home. And it's funny, my wife snapped a picture. I'll show it to y'all. I mean, I posted it to Facebook, so if you saw it on my Facebook page, it's no surprise. But the wife took this picture of me doing the weather yesterday, and I posted, and I was just like, this is me talking about a few showers in the forecast, and then moments later realizing he had forgotten the ponchos. And what subsequently continued afterward was a soggy mess. Yeah, if you look at my phone, there's all these radars of because I was tweeting the radar, and there's all these radar loops of the rain moving by UCF. There wasn't much on the radar. It just happened right over top of us. But it was really so much fun. It was so much fun. Did you and the family rush the field with everyone? No, Steph, because one was asleep. We were all soaked to the bone. So when it was time, it was time. Yep, it was time. Yeah. Oh, the kids enjoyed the rain. Although I've got hair gook that I put in my hair, and I gave my hat to one of my kids to try and protect him, and all of my hair gook got into my eyes, and so it wasn't pretty. Like my eyes were burning terribly during the game. What are you gonna do? So anyway, that's that. One funny part about this rain, though, in all seriousness, I'm always gonna love talking about UCF football, but everybody around me, and I would agree, everybody was joking, we haven't seen rain in weeks. And so this morning when I got in, I had to build this graphic. But when I did my research, I thought it was kind of interesting. So yesterday, our dry stretch ended. It was a 28-day stretch of no rain, longest we'd had this year. And so then it made me say, well, how does this compare to the last 20 years? And reality, and I thought this was fascinating, it was the third longest streak of dry weather in 20 years. I don't have that tab still open, but what? Isn't that something? I thought that was really remarkable. Yesterday got a 1/10 of an inch of rain. It hit the reset on it, but yeah, I thought that was really an interesting little thing. Really. Maybe it's the nerd in me. I don't know. Felt longer. Well, that's in Orlando. I mean, it could have been different in other spots, but yeah, in Orlando. In Orlando. Nicole says, yeah, my grass needed the rain badly. It did. Yeah. Caroline Richardson and I got drenched too, but we had a blast. Oh yeah, look, we were all having fun. It is what it is, you know. I knew that there was going to be some showers. It is what it is, you know. It's Florida, for goodness sake. So, oh well. Still none in New Smyrna Beach. You're going to get some. So let's look at the Futurecast model here together to give you an idea, okay, of what the rain looks like ahead. All right, so here we are. And I'll bring the Futurecast full. So this morning, we're nice and quiet. Model's trying to show a couple of showers for Brevard County around lunchtime. No big deal. Staying, though, dry thereafter. There's 5 p.m. through the afternoon. We stay dry. Now, what ends up happening as the sun sets tonight is we pick up a little bit of shower activity off the shoreline and start transporting that in. And that's where New Smyrna Beach, my friends, I do think overnight tonight, you may get a little bit of shower activity. And if not overnight, look what happens into tomorrow morning. Like some rain for the coast. Then we start to see some of that work inland through the day tomorrow. So rain chances are going to be with us for our Monday. Notice, though, Tuesday, more showers around. And then again, as that next storm system arrives into Wednesday, and it's too far for our high-resolution Futurecast to show, but that next storm system that arrives like Tuesday, Wednesday, that's going to really help to bring up the rain chances. So there you go. Rain chances on the rise. All right? Yeah, cold rain is not the most fun thing in the world. Was at Olive Garden celebrating a birthday. There were a lot of somber OSU fans there. You know, the one thing that I have to say, though, is there's something about being around, like, I'm a UCF guy. I've traveled, when I was in the band, I've traveled to away games and seen the Knights play in different places, and I try to always be so nice to the visiting team folks, and sometimes they're local, you know, but like last night I caught up with a couple as we were walking out. They traveled from Oklahoma, and I said, hey, I hope you guys had a great time. And they're like, yeah, except for the game. And I was like, you know, it could have easily gone the other direction. I didn't think it was going to go this direction. And we had a nice conversation. And like at the end of the day, I'm so annoyed when people show bad sportsmanship, because somebody's going to win and somebody's going to lose, but you're all people and you're all fans and you're supporting your team. And like, it's so neat. And to further that, if I may, and this person's not going to be watching because they live in Oklahoma, but like my oldest son Eric was acting like a putz, and he fell and he like scraped his knee up just a little bit. And as soon as he realized that he was bleeding, he flat out freaked out. And this was the walk from the stadium back to the car. He freaked out. And this woman, very clearly a mom, may have even been a teacher, like just the most nurturing OSU. She's like, come here. And she took and she like helped clean his knee off with some water. And it's just like, it was one of those things where it's just like, in that moment, I wanted to look around and be like, you know, this is what it's all about. Like, we're all people. We're all supporters of our schools. Win or lose, like, that is what it's all about. Because, you know, when I hear people that are like, blah, your team sucks, it's like, shut up. Just shut up, you know? That's all. Cindy says, I freak out when I see blood too. I don't blame him. It was just so funny. It didn't hurt him. Like, he fell and he was a little embarrassed. Am I bleeding? No, you're not bleeding. Am I bleeding? No, you're not bleeding. And he's just like, okay. And then he looked down, he saw blood, and freaked out. And that was what was so funny. Yeah, it's okay to give each other, to like cheerfully tease each other is the best way I would put it. Like, but don't say your team stinks. Don't say you stink. Like, shut up. You know? Shut up. Be nice. Jeez Louise. Like, I I remember when I traveled to Marshall University in 2002, like I got spit on by one person. Like it was just one person. And I was just like, dude, it's college football. Like, shut up, you know? Most everybody up in Huntington was as sweet as can be. And that's all. It's just like, that's why, like, be the sunshine. That's all. That's all. Yeah. I don't know that I've dried off yet from the game. It was that wet. Like, I've got pictures of before the game and after the game, and it's just like soaked to the core. I bet you my shoes are still soaked. Tracy says, love those moments when people really pull through to show you humanity is good. It's easy to focus on the bad because it's highlighted everywhere. It's so true. And yeah, football fans can get nasty, but for what? Like, shut up. Let the kids play the game down on the field and let us adults be adults. And like, we could cheer each other back and forth, but like, don't. Cindy says, my cousin used to march with Texas Tech. One year, the CU fans threw marshmallows at the band with coins and batteries. Oh my God, that's terrible. Why would we, like, it's crazy. Okay. All right. Cruise to the Bahamas this weekend. Tropics, hopefully everything will be nice. All right, so tropics. There is one area to watch. Okay, enough. I'll step off my soapbox. We can get to the actual weather, all right? In terms of the tropics, there is one area around the Bay of Campeche. Hold on. Okay, model's not really going crazy on that one. But down in the Caribbean, they are trying to show some development in this area around Panama, lifting up to the central and eventually northern Caribbean. Late week formation is possible. We can look at the computer model data. It's thankfully not going too crazy with this. This is the GFS. There's that. First off, there's that storm system in the Gulf of Mexico getting going, and then there's the Caribbean. Lifting away, moving away, bye-bye, moving away, looking good. There's a little frontal boundary coming in right around Thanksgiving. And actually, kind of interesting enough, little like area of low pressure maybe trying to form Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Could Thanksgiving be a little showery? Interesting. Hold on. That's Thanksgiving afternoon, a front like over us, and then the next day kind of watching an actual front move through Monday. So it looks to me like Thanksgiving is going to be mild, and then we'll get a front moving through like that weekend, which times out kind of perfectly for what the BSR has been showing, but that's a decent little storm system right there. Could that be the Gulf low from October 10th recycling around the 26th? What would that be, a 45, 46-day cycle? That could be an interesting little storm system. That would be Sunday night into Monday morning of November 26th into November 27th. But for Thanksgiving Day, a couple of showers around. It definitely looks like a couple of showers around for Thanksgiving Day. So there you go. And that's an abbreviated look at the tropics and looking long range, because I've got to try and get a couple things done before we wrap up the morning newscast. Any questions, comments, concerns about our forecast, my friends? Anything at all? Looks like a pretty nice forecast, but we do have that rising rain chance. Yep. Are we here for weather or Eric's soapbox, Yukon says. I like the soapbox better. It's way more fun. I mean, I want there to be a good balance. We can step on and off the soapbox. You know what I mean? Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it, bud. I mean, I can look outside and see the weather. I can look on the phone or the Wesh app, but Eric wound up is funny. Oh, my God. Yeah, well, there's that. Yeah, there's that. Good or bad? Good or bad? You have to work? Nah, I know. Yep. All right. So humidity is definitely there this morning, but rain chances are rising next couple of days. All right. Any other questions? 4 minutes. Thank you, buddy. All right. Let me get this done. That way I can get this done, and then we can do the cut in like 3 minutes and 30 seconds. That's it on a Sunday morning. Just have umbrellas ready Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, my friends. Thank you for hanging out for Coffee Talk. Be good. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. And when you go to football games or basketball games, don't be a you-know-what. All right? Be nice. Humanity is good inherently. Be a part of that, not the other part. All right. I'll see y'all on TV in a little bit and at 8 o'clock for Coffee Talk tomorrow morning. Bye.